Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Can't live, can't breathe with no air. It's how I feel whenever you ain't there. It's no air, no air. Got me out here in the water so deep. Tell me how you gonna be without me. If you ain't here, I just can't breathe. It's no air.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Dawson and Denise Show.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
I'm Denise.
I'm Dawson.
And today we're going to talk about domestic violence.
Okay.
In light of what's been going on here in the news with Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Okay. Not to talk about Chris Brown and Rihanna, but also about, what's the lady, the prophetess, Juanita Bynum and Bishop Weeks. This last summer, the incident that happened with them, with domestic violence. When you're a celebrity and you're in the limelight, it seems like...
And even just a regular Joe Schmo. Is there ever a time that it's acceptable?
No. It's never acceptable to put your hands on anybody.
Is it okay for the lady to hit the man?
No, it's not okay for her to hit him, nor is it okay for him to hit her.
But sometimes you just get in those types of situations and you have to defend yourself no matter what the case may be. Yeah. And we are so quick to stereotype and say a man should never hit a woman. But if at so many times you try to prevent this and you try to prevent it, and she just kept coming up on you and provoking you, then what do? You walk away or you call the police. Easier said than done.
How many
because
times
sometimes you just snap. You may just snap. And then we're going to take it back vice versa with the woman. The man had been beating her so much, she couldn't take it anymore and she snapped.
No. This is what you should do. Okay. Domestic violence, usually, I mean, we saw with Juanita Bynum and Bishop Weeks, and even now with Chris Brown and Rihanna, there's been rumors that it hasn't happened once. But here's the thing. If you talk to people who've been in a domestic violence situation, they will tell you that it hasn't happened once. Exactly. It's happened a numerous of times. So you mean to tell me the first or second time when it happened, you couldn't pack your clothes up and you couldn't leave as a man? You had to stand there and hit her?
They did.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
In some way, they worked it out again, and then they're back together again. Just don't call the police. Just duke it out at the house. And and don't
call the police.
Why?
It is wrong. A man, his stature, a man is, not to be, chauvinistic or anything, but a man in most cases is more stronger and more dominant than a woman. If you can't control yourself to hit a woman, to push a woman, or to do stuff like that, then you don't need to be in a relationship with her. You need to go get counseling and you need to do something on your own. I'm not judging him or Chris Brown or Bishop Weeks or anybody else. But
it went on for so long. It went on for so long.
Look,
they get back together and always baby, please. And they worked it out, and then here you are again fighting. Keep the law out of it if you're going to get back with each other.
Put the law in it, because if you cannot control yourself, you need to be in some anger management classes, some domestic violence classes, or some relationship classes. You should not be in a relationship with somebody if you know you have a tendency to lash out, to be defiant,
in the real world,
a woman.
They do.
Well, look, you should be in a relationship, and you as women, you're supposed to stay in a relationship.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes, I've been in love, but love don't hit. Love don't hit. I'm sorry.
It knocks you out.
No, it don't knock you out. No, it don't. Love don't hit. Seriously. I'm sorry, and I'm really hard when it comes to a man beating up a woman or a woman beating up a man. That's not love. That's stupidity. That's childishness. I'm sorry.
It is, but
that's no way in the context.
And if that's your relationship.
No, that's not a relationship. That's a wrestling match. That's a boxing match, man. Come on.
If they like it.
No. In the confines of the construction of what marriage is supposed to be, you're not supposed to hit people.
No, you should not.
You're not supposed to run and chase after each other with knives. If I gotta hit you, if we gotta fight, we got to curse. I don't need to know
me how much he really loved me. When he knocked my teeth out.
Whatever. We'll be like, but see, girls feel that way. People do feel that way. Well, if he didn't care, if he hit me, that means he loves me. Or if she damages my car, I knock the windows out your car. Oh, so she loved me. No, if you knock the windows out my car, that's it. I'm serious.
But isn't one window already broke anyway?
Who, in my car? Oh, you joking. Get out of here. Whatever. No, but actually 2 of them was broken. But it was because of that. Shut up. Anyway, but my thing is, that is not love. I am not going to be in a relationship where we have to have physical altercations. I'm sorry. That is not love.
The truth is, it's been going on for so long.
It has, but is it right?
No, it's not right.
Thank you.
But if you were a young man or whatever, and you saw...
If I was. What you trying to say? I'm old?
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, if a person, not you, but if you were a young man growing up and you saw your father, your stepfather, your granddaddy, whatever, do you think that's learned behavior, or you think you would be able to still go turn the other cheek?
That goes both ways. That goes both ways, because there are people who've grown up with a person in the home who was violent towards the other spouse or whatnot, and they did not take that into their relationships.
Okay.
I know I actually remember two of my friends I grew up with, and I remember their dad beating their mom, like really stomping her, and I remember them two running out of the house when I was younger, around about 13, 14, and they were like, man, I'm never going to be like my dad, man.
Right.
They called the police and everything, and they said I never treat a woman like that.
Now, did the mom go back?
What do you think? Of course she would.
Okay.
Of course she would. They all, I mean, it's stupid. It's just like, I mean, this is for somebody to hit you and to beat you. This is not slavery. I'm serious. And then everybody was all up in arms with, like, what's her name? The lady who chopped off her husband's penis, Lorena Bobbitt. Wasn't she being physically beaten as well?
So she said.
I know, seriously, it's like, you're going to beat her and then you're going to lay next to her and she got everything and access to you and she's going,
so did that make that right?
It didn't make it right.
A lot of people sympathize with her. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, girl.
It's like you get so much sympathy.
She didn't do it in the woods.
In the woods, so we're not going to find it.
So all I'm saying is I just
but
think...
people can only just take so much. Maybe they don't know how to get out.
Look at this. We don't know Chris Brown, Rihanna. We don't know Juanita Bynum and Bishop Weeks, but just basically what's been, you know, this is vaguely because, you know, that was two big things that happened. Right. But even in the church, let's deal with that. There's a lot of people who I don't want to bring up any names.
And a lot of people are embarrassed about it.
A lot of people are embarrassed. And there's this one lady I know who was in the church, and she was being beaten by her husband, and he was like a really big figure in the church. And it's like, how do you deal with that when you have an organization?
Even though you said there's no right time to beat somebody, but if you've been beaten and you can't take no more, and you cut his thing off like Lorena, I mean... Go Lorena? Yes.
No.
It's like you can't take no
Lorena.
more.
No.
You can't take no more.
No, you can take more. My thing is...
You can take more.
No, I mean, you can take your stuff, is basically what I'm saying,
and I guess she felt that was her stuff,
go.
and that's why she cut it off. And she took her stuff.
She thought his penis was her stuff.
It did belong to her, so she took it, and she left.
No, that belongs to that man. And what I'm saying, and you joking about this, but domestic violence is a serious issue. And it's like, if you think somebody beating you or hitting you or stalking you or saying where you are, hey, I need you to be here.
No, not where you are. Where you at?
Wait, whatever. Where you are, where you at, I don't care. But if you think that is a sign of love, that's the wrong sign. And so many of us, like you said, people have seen this from their aunties, their parents, or people in the neighborhood, so they feel like, oh, if he loves me or if she loves me, this is how you're supposed to act. And some people even provoke you to act that way.
Right.
And it's like, if I have to get to a point where you're hitting me and I'm like, you know, that's not a relationship. That's nothing I need to be a part of. That's nothing of my caliber that I want to be a part of.
Well, that's you, but reality of it is, some people like it. I'm telling the truth. Some people like it. Some people deal with it. It just needs to be.
I don't think it is. It's sad. It's real sad.
Well, it's the way of the world. But if you're getting beaten and you're scared and there's nowhere to go, please call me on my cell phone and I'll... No,
but
call 911.
Call 911.
Don't call me.
Definitely.
Call 911.
Call 911, definitely.
But is 911 a joke?
What do you mean is 911 a joke? No, it's not a joke. You need to call 911. Seriously, or get in some domestic violence classes or something.
Or some kung fu classes to protect yourself.
Look, if you being beat up and somebody just really going at it with you, you need to
get out. No, seriously, get out. There's shelter.
Some kind of way.
And I know some men might even be more embarrassed than a woman because
a lot of men get beat too.
They do, but it's never reported due to the fact that they're such a shame.
Exactly, they're ashamed, and it's like, you know, it's crazy, man. And men don't, I mean, anything, because men we're taught to be strong, to handle it, whatever. We can't do this, show no. So a lot of times guys are like, well, whatever, you know, if she hit me, I can't go to a pastor, I can't call the police, I can't tell a friend. Yeah, you can, but people don't, and it's sad, man. So all I'm just saying is that, you know, if you're in a relationship and somebody's knocking you out or whatnot, or, you know, hey,
be a real man and stand up and call the police.
Or be a real woman and stand up and call the police. Yo, call somebody, man. It ain't right for nobody to be hitting you. I don't care who they is. I don't care how much money they got, celebrity status, whatever. Somebody you trying to, you know, you want to stay in there because of the kids, because they give you all this kind of stuff. There's no reason for nobody to beat you. Slavery is over in the United States. I know other places we working some stuff out, but here slavery is over, and that's you're being enslaved. Okay. So that's my take on it. So.
If you're getting beat up, please call 911.
If you get y'all don't let nobody put their hands on you.
Please don't.
Love don't hit.
And love don't live here anymore.
If you hit me, that's right. I'm Dawson.
I'm Denise.
And you're watching another edition of the Dawson and Denise Show.
And take care of yourself and don't get yourself with a black eye. If you do, go to MAC, get the great makeup. It'll cover it. Bye.
Whatever. Peace.